What's up, world? Semet Fitness coming at you with another video, and in this particular video we're actually going to talk about a very critical component in your bodyweight practice, in your strongman practice as well. If you're lifting heavy, this actually might help you out. We're going to talk about the maintenance of your hand and taking care of your wrists, your fingers, and everything else in between. I wrote an article, grip, the most important facet of training, and there's a lot of studies with the stronger your grip is, the more likely it is that you will have longevity and have less cardiorespiratory issues. With that being said, if you're a calisthenics practitioner or a hand balancer, you are no doubt spending a lot of time on your hands, and so with that being said, you definitely know what it's like to get a wrist strain, a wrist sprain, and something just not working right. You've tried all the stretches and the movement and the mobilization, so hopefully this routine will shed some light on what you should be doing. I myself, the routine that I will teach you, I gained from the knowledge of animal flow, and animal flow is the training and the art of quadrupedal movements, essentially moving on all four limbs, crawling. And so that could be in the bear crawl, the beast crawl, the crab walk, and a couple of other flows and movements as well. For my practices in capoeira and doing a couple of just, lizard crawls and other martial arts type of movement, I have definitely learned that this routine helps tremendously. So what we're going to do is actually begin with some household equipment. And so what we're going to do is, this is a pen or if a pencil that you have, you're going to use this on your hand, and I'll show you how. Wrists or fingers, you're going to get the pen. You can also get the backside of the pencil and, backside of the pencil, and just add an eraser behind it. That works as well. That actually might even be better. And you're going to do some self-myofascial release with this hard surface here. Now, be gentle. You'll find spots that are tender. And when you find a spot that's tender, you want to, right there, I got one right there. So you want to push onto it. And you'll hold on to that position for about maybe 5 or 10 seconds. You'll release. And you'll wiggle it around. You'll move a bit more. And the whole purpose is you want to kind of make the pain subside. Or that tingling pressure subside. Once you feel that, you can search for other parts within the webbings of the fingers as well. That helps. Again, you're scanning your body. You're searching for any pressure points. And if you know that you have pain in a certain area and you don't feel it with this pen or this tactic, it doesn't mean that the pain is not there. It just means that the pain isn't showing within certain movements. So with that said, you should still scan the area. So let's say, for example, if I had pain here on the webbing of my thumb, but I didn't feel it, touching it, I would still work on that position anyhow. So you want to release first. Okay, so once you have, done the myofascial release on your movement, so the first one you want to do is actually just close the fingers via like this, kind of like a duck, right? And then you want to open the fingers wide. You're going to close, feel the articulation, the thumb meets, and then open. You'll start feeling a bit of a sensation around the extensors of your hand here. So that's the first one. And then you want to start peeling back as much as you possibly can. So you're trying to get the thumb and the pinky even further out, backwards. Do this without having to bend the wrist. Just keep the wrist neutral, but the fingers wide. So you're going to close, you're going to add a little bit more movement, go into this position right here. This will actually help with false grip. And then you're going to open and then widen up. All right, so to reiterate, start here and then just work about right there, just opening the palm. And as you gradually continue increasing your reps, you're going to add the movement like so, and then you're going to rock it back like that. And that's a very good position. We always train in flexion, and we always train with a crush grip. If you're into weight training, you know that every single time you grab a piece of weight or a machine, you're always grabbing it like this. So very seldom do we train with pinch grip. You know, rock climbers do that a lot. Very seldom do we train with a crimp grip. Very seldom do we train in wrist extension. So that's something that we need to work on tremendously. It will be one of the best, I want to say, bulletproofing of the wrists for your journey into planches and handstands and L-sits and V-sits, or just simply crawling on the floor and making your push-ups that much more stable and firm. Another movement is very simple. You're going to just close, make a fist, and tighten, tighten, tighten. What you could do here actually is get your hands on a piece of newspaper, and then you can actually crumble it up. And then you could just kind of open the hand and then crush, right? And when you crush, you're really squeezing onto this ball. Now, you then open. If you have a piece of paper, like I'll show you right here, it could be a piece of paper, newspaper, doesn't really matter. This is an old-time strongman type of training. You're literally just gonna crumble it up. You're literally gonna crumble it up. Now, if this was a newspaper, you could have the ability to uncrumble it, and it'd probably be a little bit more easier. This piece of paper, of course, is going to be a bit tougher, but nonetheless, you uncrumple it, and then you're going to crumple it back with all the fingers possible being involved, and then you close again. That's a really, really good one that you can do as well. All right, and then lastly, I'll give you one more. If you have yoga blocks at your disposal, it's very simple. You're going to work your wrist into some extension pulses. So your fingertips are going to be here, and what's going to happen is the palm, right? The palm of the hand right here at the top is not going to actually make contact with the block. It's only my 4 fingers. Now note, my elbows, I don't want them spread out to the side. I actually want them facing towards me as best as possible. And then from here, I just rock, getting the butt or the heel of the hand to pulsate onto the wrist. I can go for 10 reps, and I can add more weight with my shoulders. So there's a few things that you could do here. You can rock with the shoulders, like so, or, which I suggest doing both, you pulsate with the wrist. So this would be wrist extension pulses, and then you stop, you can hold, and you could proceed onto doing some wrist shoulder rocking here with them into extension, with the fingers in extension here. If you want it, you can, of course, get yourself into a push-up position, get into those shoulder rocks. Try to keep those elbows straight. If they bend slightly, it's all right. It's not a big deal. But if you want to be a bit more detailed into your training, sure, you can definitely keep those elbows straight. So you could do some of the wrist rocking, and you could go one at a time like so, pulsating with one wrist, pulsating with one wrist. I hope these help, and keep practicing. Stay safe, stay healthy. Peace, and thank you.